Classroom management. Classroom management is the foundation for any educational setting. It is essential for the teacher, the school and the student. Classroom management is more than discipline for inappropriate misbehaviours. It is about creating a safe and supportive environment for students where successful learning can take place. The role of a teacher is not the stereotype authoritarian standing in front of the classroom. Teachers now wear various hats in their roles, and certainly the most important one is that of a classroom manager. Just as any business has a manager for controlling and administrating a team or an organisation, a teacher is no different. Effective teaching and learning cannot be found in a poorly managed classroom environment. Without policies and clearly defined expectations, inappropriate behaviours become prominent and over time become the classroom norm. When this is the case, both the teacher and the students are affected and disengagement begins to develop. On the flip side, an effectively managed classroom displays an environment where teaching and learning is engaging. Effective classroom managers know that they are in charge. They expect to be listened to, they respect students and command respect in return. While there is certainly not one factor that contributes to student misbehaviour, there is a core element to be considered. Students do not actively seek to misbehave or display inappropriate classroom behaviour. Children seek attention, praise and acceptance from not only their peers, but from the education stakeholders in their room and school community. They enjoy the enthusiasm of learning and the reward of achieving a goal. So why do they misbehave? In the situations where a student has serious problem in behaving, there can be a number of contributing factors to consider. If we do not understand or know what is going on inside the student, we will react to the behaviour instead of addressing the student's needs in that moment. There are many factors that can contribute to the misbehaviours in the classroom, in addition to external factors from an emotional, social and physical perspective. In my approach to classroom management, I believe I will be taking a behaviourist approach, focusing on the establishment of clear classroom expectations for appropriate behaviour, monitoring misbehaviours, and reinforcing and role modelling appropriate behaviours that I wish to become the classroom norm. Dewey, 1916, believed that children were capable of learning, behaving cooperatively, sharing with others and caring for one another, with the teacher as a facilitator. He believed that instructional management included a natural approach, including direction and guidance, and that behaviour management included the subsequential behaviour development of students. Many teachers practice this technique today as a central component of classroom management. Positive reinforcement. If we do not understand or know what is going on inside the student, we will react to the behaviour instead of addressing the student's needs in that moment. Replacing the focus on the negative behaviours being demonstrated in class, I intend to put a spotlight on the students' positive behaviours and attitudes, the appropriate choices they make and the actions they take towards supporting their peers and their own learning. One way to highlight these positive behaviours is the use of token economy, whereas a student will be given a coin or a stamp for socially acceptable behaviour in the class, and not simply for completion of work or academic success. Because of the range of student abilities, a student whom has displayed misbehaviours prior could be rewarded for coming to the mat in a quiet and respectable manner, whilst for another student who is always distracting their peers and calling out, the student could be rewarded for using their hand to ask for assistance, or for working for a set amount of time quietly. The tokens can then be utilised and collected for a set goal. Another way I intend to provide positive reinforcements in the class is by providing specific and detailed compliments for their work. By simply saying, "good job," I'm not encouraging the specific behaviour that I want to continue in the future. Instead, I might say, "I really like the way you answered that question. You provided a lot of detail to support your idea. Can we share it with the class?" Extending the positive reinforcement outside the classroom, I intend to contact the parents on a regular basis. On too many occasions, contact between the parents and teachers is for the dominant purpose of discussing negative behaviours, underachievement and the students' academic limitations. When I consider the special needs classroom, parents and teachers meet to discuss the students' IEP and IBP, and in many occasions parents can leave feeling very deflated. It is this point of contact with parents that I intend to shift the focus and strengthen the relationship. Engagement and motivation. To ensure engagement to be self-directed, the students need to be motivated, participate and find the subject contact relatable. To address this, I intend to include a variety of activities in my lessons that encourage self-reflection and real-life scenarios for students to engage with in. Their motivation to learn is increased when they feel they have a place within a supportive environment and feel secure in sharing their own thoughts and ideas. To meet the challenge of providing students with opportunities to participate in high interest subjects while also making meaningful connections. Bernard, 1991, suggests that opportunities provided to students prompt them to respond to questions, provide their opinion on issues, encourage critical, reflective thinking, be involved in curriculum planning, participate in evaluation strategies, assist peers, cross-age mentor and cooperative learning. Classroom arrangement. The classroom is a setting for social interactions, making friends, building communities, learning about differences and following classroom rules and procedures. Weinstein believes that the classroom develops the 6 basic functions of social interaction: security and shelter, social contact, identification, task instrumentality, pleasure and growth. This framework provides a way of analysing the elements of classroom arrangement. When students walk into a classroom, an area they will spend a majority of the year within, I want that room to be vibrant colours, engaging areas and natural lighting. Whilst we're limited to the physical positioning of the classroom in regards to its location within the school and the solid elements of walls and flooring, I intend to make positive changes within functionality. As the setup of the classroom is a fundamental element of classroom management, the planning needs to begin before the school year. The creation of spaces for reading, role-playing and free time need to be established, encouraging both personal space and group interaction. I will have tables in groupings, which can be a rotational tables for stations, but also for social interaction when working independently. In doing so, the students can be facing one another and become an easier setup for me to be able to work with small numbers of students at the same time and encourage them to work together parallel, ensuring that every student has the same access to resources and my attention. In conclusion, there is certainly no one perfect solution to achieve classroom management for every teacher and every student in any educational setting. As teachers, we are developing our own style of classroom management with each new educational experience and classroom opportunity. Our teaching and strategies remain a work in progress, and as we change, our strategies will develop, modify and serve the educational setting we are in at that time.